Now I could be moving around a little bit, I could be moving left and right, backward and forward, and that would reduce the effects of these energy devices impinging on my body somewhat. But then I would look a little bit crazy while I'm speaking about these harassment tactics, which are highly unusual and not in public domain at all. So I would rather not be moving around a lot. But I will have to if I'm starting feeling if I start to feel uncomfortable, I'll have to move. And my heart rate is now fluctuating a little wildly. So 101 a few seconds ago, then 84, and then it's gone back up to 87.
Is usually able to block.
Any kind of helmet or head wrap or?
I have been looking around for it, but I can't find.
Yeah, they're tough to find.
So another, I think this might have come naturally from Stefan, and had derision in it, tough to find.
So you left. Now, what were the other symptoms that happened from 08 to 09? We've got the knocking on the toilet, and we've got the...
No, if it was bullets, if it was guns and bullets, and then how do you stop them? You have to find a bulletproof vest, and they are difficult to find as well. I mean, you can't buy a bulletproof vest in every store, so not sure where this derision and this mocking is coming from. What's the reason for it?
Night wooziness. What else?
Again, night wooziness. So now he's really starting to put pressure, and his tone is also now increasingly mocking and derisive, and that's coming from a person who has or who claims to have invented the non-aggression principle, and is passionate about human beings not acting aggressively against others in the world, and you can sense, anybody who hears him can hear that passion that he has for non-aggressive behavior. It's the basic principle that will save the humanity, and it's essential for a civilized society. That's him.
Okay, so there's, I would say symptoms, but I would say the components of the harassment. So another component, so in this harassment there are basically three major components. One is tracking and surveillance. Second is noises. The third is directly animated devices.
Sorry, the first one was what?
Tracking and surveillance.
So tracking and surveillance, noises, and then these energy weapons, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So three.
And we're all...
So again, I say direct energy devices, and he repeats that as energy weapons. So he's kind of stuck with that energy weapon thing. It has to be a weapon. And he's also looking for symptoms, so which is interesting because I never used the term symptom, and I correct him that these are components, because symptoms are of disease. So he's already moving in that direction where covert harassment is a disease already. So without having ascertained fully what it is about, it already something which has symptoms. So he is not at this point of time, I don't think he's trying to understand this anymore. He's he's looking for he's latching on to everything as as something which has to be twisted around to mean something else, which is a symptom of a disease. So that's where he's going now. So
He deployed in 0809?
Yes.
Okay, so what happened in the new apartment that gave you a sense of the noises?
Yeah, so in the new apartment also, one component was the noises. So that will be noises of cupboards. So I'll go to the kitchen and I'll wash my hand in the sink, and there will be a noise of cupboard.
A noise of what?
Or a noise of a cupboard or a closet.
Oh, cupboard,
door.
okay. Like Sixth Sense, open-y, closey stuff?
Yes, right. So a closet door will close. So there will be noise of that.
Sorry, Sanjay, I don't know much about the Hindu religion. Are there ghosts or spirits?
So I don't know. I think he said Sixth Sense opening, closing. I don't know where that was coming from. Okay, my accent is. I do have an accent, and I'm quite uncomfortable at this point of time. I am stuttering. How badly my speech is halting, and I'm having a really hard time trying to speak. And at the same time, I have to compose my thoughts while I'm feeling this discomfort. So he's also getting annoyed, or maybe he is also thinking that how he can butt in and make me admit to things. Maybe, let's see.
In the Hindu religion, is it possible that you could just be haunted?
Yes, there are, as in all religions, but I've never been a very religious person.
Well, it doesn't mean, according to your religion, that you can't be haunted, right?
Yes, but I'm far too rational a person to have any.
So when he mentioned religious person, I stated clearly that I'm not religious, and hauntedness is something which is spoken about in other religions as well. So being a rational person, which he is, and he is proud of using reason. So if he is such a rational person in this particular instance, when all religions have elements of hauntedness, and Hindu religion also has elements of hauntedness. So why would somebody who is Hindu would be more susceptible to haunted experiences? That reasoning does not strike him as a little bit not well formed. Let's see.
Well, I got to tell you, that makes it. That is yet to be determined, at least according to me. Just so you understand, right?
I mean, according to you, yes, but according to me, I know that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you had cupboard noises.
So when I assert that I'm a rational person, and he does not want to give credence to that, and he just jumps over it immediately.
In the new place, what else?
So cupboard noises, but not cupboard noises, just random cupboard noises. So So cupboard noise, a door of the cupboard or closet closing when I am washing my hand in the sink.
Right.
And then I go again, maybe after a couple of hours, maybe next day I wash my hand in the sink in the kitchen. And then always like that.
And how do you think
And then
these?
repeatedly.
How do you think that the cupboards, were they opening and closing like you could see them?
No. No.
Wait,
So
you were
definitely
just
not in my
hearing the
apartment.
sounds, but the
Yes.
cupboards weren't opening and closing.
Not in my apartment.
And
Definitely
how
not.
do you think the sounds then were being produced?
Is that so difficult that he has to ask that? I mean, he could also be exploring and he could be probing, like my experience. But does he have to really wonder in honesty if somebody is hearing cupboards or closet opening closing in one's apartment, then it can only be coming from one's own apartment. The way the apartments are made in US and I believe in Canada as well, they would be similar. The apartments are so close together, the walls are so thin, you can actually hear people from the apartment next door. So hearing noises of cupboards and doors opening, closing, even the doors of vehicles, cars, doors opening and closing shut, you can hear them when you live in an apartment. Only if you don't live in a only if you live in a mansion, yes, it might be difficult because the